Good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's 4 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. The reason I'm laughing is I've started this video 10 or 12 times already, and I keep getting stuck and stumped and forgetting terms. This is a subject I almost consider not talking about because I don't have an answer to it. But these are the stories that I'm drawn to, the stories that make me question my own beliefs that I don't have an answer to. A few days ago, I had to look up what TERF was. TERF, Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. I didn't know what a TERF was. And it's the women that now they're saying that Biden canceled women. It's allowing transgender people back into the facilities where they identify, identity-based, gender-based system, where they're allowed in the bathroom. They're allowed to play the sports, the locker rooms that they identify with. If they were born male and they've transgendered to female, they feel more comfortable. They identify with females, then they will be allowed to play female sports, go in female bathrooms and locker rooms. And there's some women that feel very excluded, canceled by this. This is a tough one. First of all, I'm not female. Second of all, I don't have kids. A lot of these people are worried about their children. It's people, I don't think it's the kids. I think the kids really can handle it. Back when I was in high school, the transgender people and the LGBTQ community hid. They just hid. They did. Everybody was considered straight, and that's just it. There was one or two girls, one or two guys that couldn't hide it. And they were usually picked on unmercifully. And that was how I went to school. And even though I was not one of these people that picked on, these people that are different, because I was different myself. I was taller, I was overweight, I was quiet. I felt excluded from the main group of people myself. So I in a way, I could identify. I felt comfortable around the other people that were excluded from the main group too. But I can't imagine how hard it was for those people hiding who they were. This is why I agree with Biden's going back to identity-based system of letting transgender people into the bathroom or locker room or sport that they feel comfortable with, that they identify with. During the Trump administration, it was a biological system. If you were born male, you went to male bathrooms, male locker rooms, male sports, regardless if you had transgender to female, which again still creates a lot of problems. It's going to create a system of probably with some males feeling insecure and old-fashioned. There probably would be violence and all sorts of stuff committed on these people, on transgender people. There's going to be problems either way with people that just can't live and let live. People that feel committed to judging others, that they just don't, they feel uncomfortable because they don't understand. It's fear. Take, for instance, I found out when I was about 20 or 22, my uncle was married to my aunt, had kids, my cousins, and then I found out that he was gay, and he divorced his aunt, who they were still friendly, and he got married to his male partner. And personally, even at 22, back about 30 years ago, I thought this was one of the bravest things that he could do. The thing was, I didn't understand it. I did not understand how a male could be in love with another male. I can't wrap my head around it. I'll be honest. Like kissing or interacting with another male, I just don't. I can't understand that. But I give him a huge amount of credit, an incredible amount of credit for the courage it took just to be himself. And I believe he should be accepted for who he is. I think it took an incredible amount of bravery. Just because I don't understand it, or I can't identify with it, doesn't mean I need to be scared of it or fear it, that it's going to change the world, that it's evil somehow. I think that's what the whole problem comes down to now with these people like the TERFs or the parents that are worried about transgender people being in with their kids in locker rooms or bathrooms. I know this is easy to say because I don't have kids, but I almost think we need to mature a little bit as people. Here's the bottom line. In bathrooms and locker rooms, human beings are always going to be attracted, find something attractive about other human beings. We just need to have self-control and be mature about it and understand and believe that other human beings can act the same way. I think there's always going to be, that's like saying that if not wanting a transgender child in your child's locker room or bathroom is like saying you want to root out all the homosexual kids that might also be in your child's bathroom or locker room, because you fear that this person might somehow be attracted to your child and attack them. They won't be able to control themselves. And this is an irrational fear. I think we really need to be more mature. And, I already feel uncomfortable sitting here, childless, lecturing people how they should feel with their own children. It's not something I feel comfortable doing, but it's what I believe. Maybe if I had children, maybe I'd be more uptight about the whole situation. I don't know. The real question here is sports. This I do not have an answer to. I don't. I believe that transgender people should be allowed. If somebody was born male, identifies as female, changes to female, they should be allowed to play sports with other females. I believe that. I don't believe they should be excluded. But now you have a problem because the biological factor that males. Now, I've been trying to study this all morning and last night. Conservatives claim that males have more muscle or more bone density. I don't know if that's true. I know we have bigger bones, bigger lung capacity. That would stand to reason. More muscle mass. All right. So I started thinking about these things. Now, if you're talking about scholarships and stuff like that, now you have a problem where it might be an unfair playing field. So do you not deny the transgender people their right to fit in with who they feel comfortable with? Or do you deny the possibility that some of these girls that were born girls might not have a fair playing field when it comes to these sports, these scholarships? It's a tough question. I don't have an answer to this. My instinct is to let transgender people play with, if you identify with female, then you play with females. If you identify with males, then play with males and let the best human being win. Just raise the bar for everybody. And I know that's easy to say as a male because I have the advantage. See, I don't have an answer to this. I really don't. There's a few things that I thought about. I thought about UConn. The women's basketball team. You guys must have all heard of our legendary, worldwide famous female basketball UConn ladies, Lady Huskies. They've won. I've lost track of how many championships they've won. These women can play basketball like nobody's business, and I thought about that, and I thought. Even a lot of men would not be able to beat these girls, these 19, 20, 21, these late teen girls playing basketball, So maybe there's not such a physical difference. Maybe a lot of women can beat men. Maybe men are just fearful that they are going to be beat by women. And also another thing I thought about was, take for instance, I had back surgery and I have less strength in one leg. And this is common with a lot of people. They have little physical disabilities, but still play sports. And you look at, say, a dual amputee with prosthetics. We've all seen how these track stars with both prosthetic legs, they run incredibly fast. I think in the future, we're going to have more situations like this as science advances. And people are equipped with these advances of science or changes in our belief in our systems, like with transgender people. We're going to face more questions about sports and how to deal. I think in the end, it's just going to be human being against human being, and let the best human being win. It'll make it tougher for women. It'll raise the bar, but then it'll give them more of a win. More, if a woman beats a male, that's a huge win. Then they know they're the best out of all human beings. And men have a lot to lose from this, because some men with their egos, if they're beat by a female, that's the end of their life. And this might be the future. It might just be human beings against human beings, where men will just have to have more confidence in themselves and not worry about being beat by females. And females may have to raise the bar and actually compete against a physically more robust man. Just some thoughts. I don't have an answer to this. Let me know what you guys think. I do believe that transgender people should be allowed. I agree with President Biden that people should be allowed into the facilities that they identify, the facilities that they feel comfortable with, that they identify with. That's my opinion on it. All right, let me know what you guys think. It's a tough question. All right, you guys have a good Saturday, and I will be back with another video this morning. I apologize. The last couple of days I said I would, and I got caught up. I'll be back later with another video.